Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy? You should most definitely join. Link right there in the video description in the chat. Click it, you get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house, 25% off selected items at this time. Save and shop and save. That's right, family. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,200 videos of pure heat, fire, presented by General SETI himself, plus supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers, with General giving you an overview on that material, 360 degrees of supreme African wisdom and knowledge, academics that cannot be there's no comparison by any other website on the planet. I want you to get over there, check it out, family. Thank me later. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise, we never calm, exclusive live stream too hot to handle on YouTube, or just so exquisite we keep it for our family on Patreon. This is where I go when it get too hot and you got to have the hot sauce. Then you go to Patreon. We most definitely got over 300 exclusive live streams that have not and cannot be seen no other place other than Patreon. So it's exclusive to the site, and I got some exquisite titles for the family that I know you're gonna like and love. Get over there, check it out. Thank me later. For all the family who donated to the General, I want to say that I thank you and appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. And for any of the family out there that want to donate to the General, want to keep the General on the battlefield, links right in the video description. Click the link, donate, and I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You be up out of here. Good. Let's move. Let's move into this. Okay, we got a new member. I don't even know if he's in here now. Young Ruthless. Young Ruthless in the house. That's right. Well, if he ain't here, goddamn it, we giving him a shout out. You understand? We appreciate him for becoming a new member. All right, family. Before it was called Washington, D.C., it was called Rome. Did you know that? That's crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Have been doing some research. And come to find out, before that area was named DC, it was named after Rome in Italy, and that a creek. Now, I believe they renamed it Goose Creek, but the guy who owned it called it the Tiber. I believe that because it's the Tiber River that run through Rome. He called it Tiber Creek. You see? And so, yeah, that area was named after Rome. And so why does that mean anything? We're gonna run through this. You understand that America is the new Rome. And see, I have to why, and it's another reason, because of course I've been discussing with you about Saturn. I've been discussing with you about Pan. I've been discussing with you about even the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and so on and so forth. And some people's like, well, Seti, man, yeah, okay, you on the Saturn, you on the Pan, and what does that mean? And so, I had to break this shit down for you. Yeah, that's why I had to break this shit down for you, so you will see that you're living in all actuality in a Roman colony. New Rome is what you might as well call it New Rome. When you look at all the buildings and shit all around the country, starting from the capital, any state capital you go to, you see a replica of a Roman temple as the Capitol building. That's what you see. If you see the dome, that's what you're looking at. Matter of fact, let's work out. Let's work out. And so, that's why I had to come at you. I say, well, if you could see all this Roman shit all around here, what would make you believe they not still worshiping the deities? See what I'm saying? I'll say, wait a minute. No, y'all got to, no, don't do that. You're out of pocket. You got to take it in wait a minute here. Let me get it up here. Let me see. That's here it is. Okay, let me get some of these lectures closed out on them. Like too many of them. That damn computer stopped working. So many damn lectures up. Close out. Close out. Okay. Close out. Okay. We about to get rolling. Yeah, so we had to make this shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? We had to make this shit make sense. And so let me get this up here. Now, before I even go, let me read this off. It says, now this is coming off a website that I watched the video. Okay, I watched the video, and he got biblical on my ass, and in a way that he's a true believer, and so I didn't go in where he was going with it, but the documents about Washington D.C. actually being called Rome can be validated. Okay, it could be validated, and it says, well, one of the wait, that's not the beginning of it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get the beginning of it. It's probably it right there. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I guess this is that right here. It says a long time ago, way before the city was in the thoughts, and I ain't gonna say our, you know what I'm saying? Their founding fathers, not our founding fathers, their founding fathers. Back in the 17th century, there was a large estate in the area about we talking about the DC area of today. It wasn't DC then. There was a large estate in the area about 400 acres. This farm occupied the land southeast of Georgetown, then a part of Maryland. The man who owned the land was fond of Italy and decided to name the estate Rome in honor of the city. The small body of water bordering it to the south was originally called Goose Creek, but then took the new name Tiber Creek, i.e., after the Tiber in Rome. Okay. Now this is crazy too. It says, of course, the story wouldn't be complete without mentioning that the landowner's name happened to be, check this shit out, Francis Pope. You see, and it's crazy today that the Pope is now Pope Francis. So this motherfucker named Francis Pope, who originally owned the land, named it Rome, named the creek the Tiber. His name is Francis Pope. And today you got Pope Francis. You see, and so that's, you can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So that's a hell of a coincidence. You feel me? That's really a hell of a coincidence. Yeah. So, yeah. But, just to get off into that. And, I went deeper to study, why the, DC was laid out the way, Jesuits controlled Georgetown. You hit that one on the head. Yeah, you hit that one on the head right there, and that was brought up too. That because the oldest church in DC is that Jesuit church. Now I brought it up when I was dealing with the fact that the majority of the people that's in position when that COVID thing, he designed it. But they gave him what, the blueprint of what they wanted. You see what I'm saying? He most definitely laid it out. That was Benjamin Banneker. You see, Benjamin Banneker laid it out. But the blueprint for it is most definitely Greco-Roman, and it seems to be more. That's right. That's right. We already know. And so, it's most definitely Greco-Roman. But now, see, work with me. See, I take the mind where it never been before. You see, you ain't gonna see no motherfucker talking about this. But watch it. When we start talking about this American setup over here. Now, when you look at Uncle Sam, it is no doubt that he the GOAT. Ain't no damn doubt about it. You see the goatee, you see the hair to the side, which takes the form either of the ears. You see what I'm saying? But Uncle Sam is a revision of the Greek god Pan. There's no doubt about it. And when you see how many motherfuckers actually fall in line with the GOAT, you see, they fall right in line with the GOAT. Now, there's a nature that goes along with that. Okay, and we went over it many times. We'll continue to go over it. You see, but that is the lewd, salacious, low frequency energy of the Caucasian, and this is his by choice, the most renowned icon in all of European history. As y'all can see, as I've been going over all the holidays, I bring you right to the facts. It ain't like I'm making this shit up. It's like every one of their deities from every one of their every culture, every religion, by damn near default, is the GOAT. Is the GOAT. Now, we used to say it was the dog. The dog is running a close second. I don't know if it's a close second. It's running second. I don't know how close that is because that GOAT show up all the time, every time. I don't give a goddamn which one it is. I don't give a fuck if it's Halloween. I don't give a goddamn if it's Easter. I don't give a goddamn if it's Thanksgiving. I don't give a goddamn if it's Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Lupercalia. That's what that is, Lupercalia. And so the Catholics changed it to Valentine's, Saint Valentine, after one of their saints, to try to usurp the Lupercalia. And they got the goat in that shit, where they take the goat and chop it up and dip it dipped the strips of the goat in blood, and they running around and hit each other with the strips, and and that's supposed to bring on some type of fertility. You see, and then they baptize, the priest baptized in the goat blood and shit. Okay, this documented. You see, so that by choice. So when you think of America and you sit here, you see that they most profound icon, Uncle Sam, is a revision of the god Pan. You see, that's where you get the goat tea. Goat tea. You got a goat tea, then that's what is named after the goat. So I advise you niggas, I mean, it's all right. You ain't got no straight hair, but I wouldn't be calling it no goddamn goat tea. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. You got now it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, but like they say, we got to separate the goat from the sheep. You can't ride his frequency and your frequency is two different frequencies. That's what it says. That's what it say. You see? And so you look again so you can see from a side view. You see it from the side view. I don't give a goddamn what view you look at it. It's Pan. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Wait a minute. Where do I got Pan? Yeah, I got it. See, there it is, right there. There he is. There he is. Uncle Pan. Uncle Pan. That's what they you think it's Uncle Sam, but it's Uncle Pan, the goat. You understand what I'm saying? It give you another side view so you can see exactly who it is. This ain't, you can't make this shit up, man. It's just they don't believe that anybody would really, and to them it don't mean shit because they idolize Pan anyway. You see what I'm saying? They idolize Pan. They done made Pan into Peter Pan, the Pied Piper, all of those, even though they ain't in goat form, they still anthropomorphic represent revisions of Pan. You see, and they don't even, get off into the dark side of Peter Pan. You see what I'm saying? They got that shit up there. They talk about how he be kidnapping them boys and shit and this, that, and the third. Yeah, he got a dark side and motherfucker don't. And then the fucking writer, you understand, was on some crazy shit. He was on some crazy shit. They got all type of videos. I did mine a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? And, because I say, well, goddamn, Peter Pan. And I say, damn, they made that motherfucker. And I understand what Pan is. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how the fuck could they take something like Pan, a fucking deviant sexual predator like that, and turn it into a child's, cartoon? I say, well, what the fuck? Let me look into this. You see, and you see he got the goat ears, Peter Pan with the flute and shit, and then you got the Pied Piper, who he don't play the pan flute, but he plays the flute. You see what I'm saying? He leads the children right on out the city. You see what I'm saying? He led the children, all the children in the city that he was supposed to be leading the rats and shit. I believe, yeah, the city had rats. And he told them that he could lead, and I don't know if he led, but he ends up leading the children and taking the children. You understand? That's the Pied Piper. And Peter Pan was, literally doing the same thing because that's why they call them the Lost Boys. But instead of him trying to get them back home, he would just take them and shit. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't try to get them back home. He'll take them off to wherever, Neverland and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so that's all of that is founded, on this evil demonic entity that we call Pan. You see, and it's crazy as we look at it. You wouldn't believe that the other icons, even Burger King, even the Burger King and Colonel Sanders. Yeah, look at it. Look at it for yourself. You see, so you can't even imagine how many icons in the game is rooted after. And you know what? I want y'all to look up there. Now, see, when you doing this shit, you got to do it. Okay. Now, the thing is, when you look at the Burger King, can you see the horns? I ain't going to even point them out to you. Can you see the horns? If anybody can see the horns, tell me where they at on Burger King. Yeah, they there. They sitting right there in front of your eyes. Yeah, they right there, His hair. You see it right there. Yeah, you see how it's yeah, right there. And it's swivel. See the horns right there? Okay, then. Okay, that's right. That's right. It's right there. See, so it ain't like, yeah, it's right there. You can see them curl up like the goat horns. Yeah. No, it's right up under the crown. Right up under the crown in the swirl. You see? That's the swirl right there, the goat horns. Yeah, so we ain't making this shit up. So when we talk about this motherfucker, you in KFC, and I know you niggas love your KFC. You motherfuckers love that KFC. You understand what I'm saying? And it's fucking you up there, goddamn Colonel Sanders. Y'all got the goat god pan serving your ass. That bucket of chicken. You get your mashed potatoes and gravy. You get what else you get up out there? You motherfucking your what's that? Green beans and shit. Yeah, green beans. Get your macaroni and cheese right up out of KFC. I used to get it. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You understand what I'm saying? But it's been a while. You feel me? It's been a while. But Colonel Sanders is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's looking right there at him, and he's the GOAT. And matter of fact, they had been doing shit on his ass since Colonel's satanic picnic. Yeah, they been on his ass since back in the day. So it ain't like I just made this shit up. They been on his ass. Yeah, they been on his ass since day one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've been on his ass since day one. So, and so when I talk about Saturn, now if you go, now this shit tripped me out. Now a lot of people just ain't gonna put no motherfucking, because Pan is an ignorant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so right there at Columbia University, you know what I'm saying? They got his ass sitting out. And matter of fact, it's been there for a long time. When New York had the World Fair, I don't even know if they still had that shit. The World Fair. I got to look into it. I don't think they do. I don't think they did. Back in the day, it seemed like it was big and shit. You know what I'm saying? You look at the World Fair, and I see, a lot of cities really would build up damn near like it was, the Olympics and shit, because, Chicago had the World Fair. And a lot of them museums and a lot of that shit that's in Chicago, they built that shit up all at once, for that World Fair, So I don't know if they still having it or not, but I seen that during the World Fair in the early 1900s, they had, I guess this statue was originally put out there, and people was walking by and shit. But that just lets you know that they got statues of this god all over. You see, so they still venerate this god. They still venerate Saturn. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? You go to the goddamn you go to the Capitol building, you go to the U.S. Supreme Court, you go to all these buildings in D.C. They ain't got no Jesus up there. They ain't got no Jesus. Now they say, it's separation between religion and state. But see, they slick with the shit. You know what I'm saying? They got all those Roman you can go right there. Nigga, the whole outside of the damn Capitol building, all Roman deities. And got Mars right there at the front door, who was the god of war. So that's telling you, so ain't no Jesus, ain't no Moses, ain't no Noah, no none of that. Ain't none of that up there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm here to tell you who they real gods is, so you can quit being, confused about this shit. When you think about, even when you think about the Capitol building, you see it was modeled after the Vatican and what's that? What's the name of that? I believe it's St. Charles. I believe it's St. Charles in London. Okay, so that's where they designed the motherfucker at. And we understand that London, Britain, was a Roman colony. We can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up. So when I bring these deities to you, it's not like, oh, it's some way. Motherfucker, this is still the supreme God to them right now. What I want y'all to understand. You see, they just like we venerate the Egyptian gods and so on, and so they venerate them Greek and Roman gods nonetheless, and they will be more venerated than any other religion, any other culture. Look around this goddamn country and see what you see. You understand what I'm saying? And so yes, the Capitol was designed after St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. It looks more, and I believe it's St. Charles. I believe so. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. Which is the largest cathedral in Britain. Okay, this is where it was designed after. Now, it was crazy, and of course, when you talk about the Senate, that's where they get the Roman Senate. That's where they get the Senate from, and even Republicans, because Rome was a republic. So even the naming and the shit, you know what I'm saying? Senators, the Senate, Republicans. You see, all of that come from Rome. Okay, even the way that shit designed. Now, you see how the way they design the Senate and shit, that's like the fucking amphitheaters, the Greek amphitheater. Then they changed it, the Roman amphitheater, but that's what that is, how it's in like a semicircle. Okay, that ain't nothing but the Greek amphitheater, theater. Okay, and so now, and this is gonna be quick. I ain't gonna, but just as I move forward, when people, I'm gonna touch on this goat. I'm gonna touch on these deities, and then, and I want you to act like you understand what I'm saying. I don't want you to think this some abstract shit that I'm talking. No, this shit is real. This is what's going on right now. You confused. You see, you confused about that. Now, one of the most powerful symbols of the Roman Empire. Now, of course, they took the eagle. I'm going to get in. It's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. But yes, they took the eagle because the eagle was also the national symbol of Rome. Okay, they also took that. And now I'm talking about this symbol called the fasces. Okay, the fasces. And what is that? You see them carrying it. It's like a bundle of, I don't know if it's sticks and shit with a axe in it. Okay, and it's a symbol of power. You see, it's a symbol of power. You see them walk. Now, if you go into the Senate, if you look there on the back of the wall, you see the Roman fasces right there. Okay, so it ain't by no doubt that the building is Roman, the symbols in it is Roman. You see, in all its fashion and all its symbolisms, this is the new Rome. Okay, and you look down here again. Now, if you want to see also, you see the 5 C's right there, Abraham Lincoln. You can see his ass right there. Abraham Lincoln got the Roman 5 C. Now, what's so crazy, and I'm gonna have to do a part 2. Now, you see right there, it was also the symbol of Mussolini and Hitler. You see right there, and he called this shit the third. I believe it was the Third Reich. Well, that's Roman. You see, the First Reich was Roman. I don't know what the second. I believe the Second Reich was Roman too. I had to go look, but he claimed that he was the Third Reich. And you see the 5 C, and he used the eagle too. All of them used the eagle and the 5 C's. Okay. Now, what's crazy, and I'm like I said, I'm gonna do a part 2. Now, everybody talk about that, in World War II, how they was fighting against Hitler and Mussolini, which is crazy. Okay. That Mussolini, if you go to Athens, I believe wait a minute, is it Athens, Rome? I mean, Athens, Georgia. Rome is Rome, Georgia. I don't know where I get Athens. It's Rome, Georgia. Okay, just to show you. Now, we just got off the fact that Washington, D.C. was named. Now, you got a Rome, Georgia. And do you know Mussolini donated that statue of the Lupa? That's where you get Lupercalia from. The Lupa, the female, the she-wolf that raised Remulus and Romulus. That's the Lupa. Okay, he donated this statue. Matter of fact, I think his name may be on it. This is a bronze replica of the Rome, Italy statue symbolizing the founding of Rome in 53 BC. Okay. Plaque erected under the statue in Rome, Georgia, proclaiming rightfully or wrongly that it was a gift from Rome, Italy, as an omen of prosperity and glory from ancient Rome to new Rome. Damn, and so, yeah, and when was this done? Yeah, I know it was. Let me see if his name is on it. Yep, right there. You see it right there. Benito Mussolini. Mussolini donated that right there. So yeah, they all into their Roman shit. Yeah. Yeah, that motherfucker is, yeah, that's some weird shit right there. But that let you know how they come. They was they was suckling on the she wolf, the real bitch. Yeah, that's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear a motherfucker when you talking about the true definition of the son of a bitch, then right there you see them two white boys sucking from the udders of a goddamn she wolf, and this is the founding of Rome. That ought to tell you every goddamn thing you need to know. You don't even need to know no goddamn more. That says it all. We'll do a part 2 to this shit right here, family. We be right black. Don't you go nowhere. This is General Cyrus Susan said. He said, "Hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power." Oh, it's St. Paul's. That's right. St. Paul's Cathedral. That's right. Thanks a lot.